Hi everyone, this is a tutorial on Jamboard and a couple of uses for it. So first of all, if you want to know how to get to Jamboard, you can go to Google and then go to your waffle, scroll down and look for this J that says Jamboard. Alternatively, you can go to jamboard.google.com. For whatever reason, I've noticed when it's probably my settings, the way I've synced my own Gmail accounts, is that when I go to a different application of the Gmail suite, I get kicked to my normal personal Gmail. Make sure that you are in your school Gmail. That way it's the settings will work when you share things in Classroom. So if I want to create a new Jamboard, I come down here to the bottom right hand side to this plus sign, click that, and it's going to give me an untitled Jamboard. And you can title it just like normal. And I'll just title this testing. And once you title it, or you're working and you've got your blank screen here, you can make it larger. You can change the background, dots, looks like graph paper. You can clear the frame. Let's say if you've drawn, I'm going to show you an example of drawing. So that's drawing in black pen. You can draw in these colors, marker, highlighter, as well as a brush. Brush is super thick, and you can see that with different colors, it kind of comes out looking different. This is an eraser, but like I said, you can just clear the frame rather than trying to erase everything. You can also go back to changing the background. This is your cursor or your pointer. This is a sticky note. This is basically how you would write text, and it's limited in functionality. There's no like fancy things you can do, like do enter to create a new line. It's just very basic. And when you write something, you can change the colors of the stickies. When you're done doing stickies, you can cancel. You can upload an image, and this right here is like a laser. So if you're demonstrating something on a screen, you can use that to call attention. Undo and redo. So those are the basics of the Jamboard. I'll show you an example in a moment of how you can, a situation, well, actually, I'll show you right now, never mind, case, just to get it out of the way. You can add screens on the right, or you can add it on the left. You can also go ahead and duplicate, so you can see right there. And then when you come down here, always coming back to my tab, I can tab through like this and see my different screens. So that's the basic functionality. Now I'm going to go into a few examples of how you might use it. Here's the first example, is a situation that I might give individually to students in a math class. I have taken a snippet from a website called Open Middle, and this gives students a chance to play with this. So they know this needs to multiply to 12x squared, and maybe they try 2 and they try 6 here. Notice that most of us not using a touchscreen with a stylus, using a mouse is kind of ugly, but it works okay for doing a situation like this, and students can kind of play with it. And I think it mostly serves its purpose. Now on the second screen, what I've got here is I've actually, see how this is text right here. What it is it's actually a snippet that I've done from a Google Doc. So I've taken a snippet here and I've said add two polynomials together so that you get the answer. In this case, students can either draw with it using a pen. They can put it on a sticky note where they say use the caret for 3x squared, and they could add an image, a picture of their work on here, and submit this as an individual assignment in Google Classroom. Another way to do this is to think of a collaborative activity where students are working in breakout rooms and they are working collaboratively on this. Say there's a group of 4. On this first one, notice that this is a what's going on in the graph from the New York Times. Notice wonder on the second page, claim with evidence. Now I want them to share one as a group. So what I would probably do is with the sharing settings being that someone who gets it can view it, I'd copy the link and I would put it in the chat. And I'd say, okay, everyone can go ahead and open it up. But when you get in your breakout room, the person whose birthday is closest to today, you're going to share it with the rest of the group. That way, they're all working on one template. They're all working on this, and they can do their notices and wonders. So that's one possibility. That would be, say, in class. Another possibility, uh, also in breakout rooms, would be you share something that everybody, the entire class works on. So rather than this, where you share it and one person in the breakout room shares it with their group, so there will be, say, you know, uh, let's say 5 different breakout rooms, so 5 different Jamboards. This one would be one Jamboard that everyone would work on and say breakout room number 1 is on slide 1. Breakout room number 2 is on slide 2. This was done in a training. What they did was they took this basic template, ideas for assessments in, and they did this and gave instructions. So they did it for the different subjects. In that case, what you'd want to do is you'd want to make sure that anyone could edit it. So anyone could edit it. Or in this case, it says anyone on the internet. I don't, this is from my, just so you know, this is from my personal Gmail. So that's why it said it, but you would set it so that anyone in Jefferson Union could edit it. So those are the ways. And then each breakout group would have their own slide based on their breakout room number. Hope this helps.